Hello, I'm Nolan Conrad. I'm the youth minister here at St. Michael Catholic Community, and I'm with Father Rob Galea from Malta originally, right?
Originally, that's right.
And then lives in Australia and does evangelization all around the world. And he's come here today to speak to 16 of our Catholic high schools with the Calgary Catholic School Board. We're very happy to have him here, and so great to meet you.
Great to meet you too.
Yeah.
Great to be here.
This segment is going to be called 5 questions. So I have 5 questions for you. But before we start, maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself. Like,
okay, is this question 1 or
question 1? Yeah, this is question
okay.
1. Yeah.
So, my name is Father Rob Galea, as you just said. I'm a priest ordained, incarnated in Malta, so I belong to the Maltese diocese in Europe. But I'm on loan, so I've lived my entire priesthood in Australia. So I'm a missionary in the country parish there. But I also am a singer-songwriter, and I get to evangelize young people across the world. At the moment, it's about 300 to 400,000 teenagers every year. So that's across pretty much every continent of the earth. And I get to do that every year, and I love it. I'm blessed. And I do that through music as well.
And follow up to that, is this your first time in Canada, or have you been here before?
No, I actually come to Canada once or even twice a year.
Wow, yeah, really?
Yes, but it's usually Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah, well, welcome to Calgary.
Thank you.
Go Flames, I guess.
And Ontario, I've been to Ontario a few times. Yeah.
Good. And so I guess you've done a lot of missionary work, so I guess when did that happen? When did you decide that you wanted to place Christ at the center of your life and really decide to go out and do this kind of work?
Well, it all started with an encounter, recognizing where in a place of depression, anxiety, a place where I was suicidal. I had an encounter with Christ. I had an encounter with Jesus through a youth group. So the community helped me discover hope, and then through prayer, I had this encounter with Jesus. And from that point, I knew that I couldn't live my life as I was living it before, but after having that encounter, I knew I couldn't keep this encounter to myself. And so I just prayed, God, I'll do whatever you want. I'll spend the rest of my life serving you. Didn't want to be a priest at first, but eventually I think God started to soften my heart with a desire for the priesthood.
That's really neat. Yeah, and it happened through a youth group. And I'm the youth minister here. We run a youth group.
Big responsibility.
I know. So I hope we get some Father Robs out of our youth group too. Now, you do a lot of work with media. And I've been on your YouTube channel, and I've seen your social media, and you do a wonderful job in using it for catechesis. How did you get into videography, and how has it been using, I guess, social media as a means for the new evangelization? Yeah.
Well, you see, my passion is to reach to people wherever they are, and sometimes at the edge of a cliff, sometimes within the church, but I think we need to use every means possible to reach out to people. So I made it a point to understand social media, because that's where the biggest world community is, on social media. And I made it a point to learn video editing. So I followed other vloggers, video makers, and I just studied how they did things. And I thought, okay, how can we use this to proclaim Jesus? And so that's what I do. And I used my free time to just learn the craft of social media and of video making.
And so do you get any flack from that? Like, I know YouTube can be a dangerous place for especially Catholics.
Yeah.
Do you find that you do get a flack from maybe some Catholics who think, that's the wrong way to use the technology, or even from people who don't have faith, who attack beliefs? Do you get a lot of that?
You do, but I think the louder voice is that those who are being impacted and those who are being touched in their heart through this ministry. Yes, you get people, and I think the biggest attacks come from Catholics.
Yeah, really?
Yes, wow. So people who think that, like you said, should be taught in this way rather than this way. But at the end of the day, my audience is young people, and so I have to speak that language. Yeah. And sometimes the older generation don't necessarily understand why I would do that.
Oh, man. And so I guess the last question, number 5, I think it's 5. We might have gotten 6 in there. Follow-up questions don't count, though. How can we find you online?
Well, online you can go to frgministry.com. So this is a non-for-profit organization which I work with and on social media, Father Rob Galea. So FRROBGALEA, and I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything else.
Everything else. Well, we'll find a way to put those all up on the screen. And thank you so much for being with us today
A
and talking
pleasure.
to our young people. And we wish you all the luck in all your ministries.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you so
bless you.
much. Yeah.